All right, new players, it is time to talk about the number one most important thing about The Outer Worlds 2. Because if you don't pay attention, you are going to miss so many quests in this game if you are trying to have the completionist's journey. Obviously, if you're just doing like a roleplay version, which is what I do with my playthroughs, I tend to play one character through a specific way, and then I come back with another character and play a different way with different abilities. That way I can experience the game from a different perspective, and I do the things that I missed the first time on that second character. But if you're trying to do a completionist version, here's the number one most important tip. So, in your quest journal, you're going to notice that there's a variety of different types of quests. There's main quests, faction quests, companion quests, collectible quests, mentioned quests, okay? It is very important to understand that a lot of what you're going to find in the game is not going to go into that quest journal. So many of the things that you come across will go into this quest journal, but you're also going to come across breadcrumb quests where someone will tell you something like, my superior has a quest for you, or there's a person in this location who has a quest for you, or there's a person over there that has a quest for you, and it's not going to go into your journal. And if you don't pay attention to that, you can find yourself not being able to do quests for that person if you pursue storylines to the point where you end up blocking off access to those regions. So it's very important that you pay attention to everything that everyone says, because not everything is going to immediately go into your quest journal. Along with that is the fact that a lot of the things that are just mentioned, it'll be things like, you've learned that a scientist in this area could use some assistance. That is a type of breadcrumb leading you to someone who's going to have a quest for you. It's not necessarily going to be as blatant as an actual quest. It's just going to be like, hey, go over here. The other thing is that there are gadgets and companions in the game that you might miss entirely if you don't explore every nook and cranny of the game. And by that I mean every single location on a planet, every single place on a space station, every single place on a ship that you might go to. Make sure you explore all of the back rooms and all of the nooks and crannies, because if you don't, you will literally miss companions and you will literally miss gadgets. In addition, there are big decisions that you can make in this game where you can completely block off access to a region. So if you don't do those quests when you come across them, you may find yourself not being able to go back and do those quests at all because you have completely blocked off access to a region. I'm being purposefully vague here because I don't want to spoil certain story elements, but it's very important in this game that you listen to what everybody has to say, explore every nook and cranny, and understand that not everything is going to go into your quest journal as a trackable objective. You're going to have to think for yourself a little bit from time to time. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself missing on a lot of really good content in this game. In addition, there are follow-ups to things where, as an example earlier today, we were going through an area and we passed a bar and we were on our way to a quest objective, and I happened to see a door off to my left. That door went down into some bathrooms, and in those bathrooms was a janitor. And when I talked to the janitor, I realized that, oh my goodness, that janitor was a boss mob who I had previously faced and managed to talk down from having a boss fight with. So there was a really cool boss encounter where I had won the encounter with my speech skills and then met that individual later on in the game in a completely random off-the-wall location that I could have just completely missed because it was a bathroom of all locations. That's the point of what I'm trying to get at here. Explore every nook and cranny. Go everywhere. You never know what you're going to miss, especially if you want to get all the gadgets and you want to get all the companions and you want to do a completionist version of the game. You got to go off the beaten path. So get out there, explore, have fun with the Other Worlds 2. I know I'm having a blast. For more guides, tips, tricks, playthroughs, and more, check out the playlist below, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Until then, stay safe, happy gaming, and don't forget, this is the day job. I play a lot of games. We'll see everybody in the next one. Daily streams, 4:30 a.m. on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick.